Have you ever wondered about the silent threats lurking in older buildings? Today we're diving deep into asbestosis, a serious lung condition that can develop years after exposure to a once common building material. Understanding this disease is crucial for your health and safety. Asbestosis is a chronic lung condition, meaning it develops over a long period. It's directly caused by inhaling microscopic asbestos fibers, which can severely damage your lungs. This damage is irreversible once it occurs. Asbestos itself is a group of natural minerals, prized for its heat resistance and strength. It was widely used in construction and industry for decades, often without full knowledge of its dangers. Its widespread use means it's still present in many older structures today. The danger arises when asbestos-containing materials are disturbed. If chipped, drilled, broken, or allowed to deteriorate, they release a fine, invisible dust. This dust contains the hazardous asbestos fibers. When these tiny fibers are breathed in, they travel deep into the lungs. Over time, they can cause inflammation and scarring, leading to asbestosis. Interestingly, not everyone heavily exposed develops the condition, but the risk remains significant. Asbestos use reached its peak during the 1970s, before gradually declining. Many individuals working in specific industries during this era faced substantial exposure risks. Their jobs often involved direct contact with asbestos materials. Historically, certain professions were particularly vulnerable. Insulation workers, for example, handled large quantities of asbestos daily. Boilermakers and plumbers also frequently encountered asbestos in pipes and machinery. Shipyard workers, sheet metal workers, and plasterers were also at high risk. Chemical technicians in heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration mechanics often worked with asbestos-insulated equipment. These roles placed them in direct contact with the hazardous material. Even today, asbestos poses a risk, especially in older buildings. If your job involves renovating or maintaining structures built before the year 2000, you could be at risk. The danger comes from disturbing existing asbestos materials. Caretakers, electricians, and demolition workers are particularly vulnerable now. Their work often requires them to access hidden areas where asbestos might be present. Accidental damage to these materials can release dangerous fibers into the air. It's vital to be aware of the potential presence of asbestos in any older building. Always assume it might be there until proven otherwise. Your safety depends on recognizing and respecting this hidden hazard. Asbestosis symptoms often develop slowly, sometimes decades after exposure. It's crucial to be vigilant, especially if you have a history of potential asbestos contact. Early detection can lead to better management of the condition. If you suspect past asbestos exposure and experience certain symptoms, speak to your GP immediately. Shortness of breath is a key indicator, initially appearing after physical activity. This can eventually become a constant and debilitating problem. Other warning signs include a persistent cough that doesn't go away. You might also notice wheezing, a whistling sound when you breathe. Extreme tiredness, known as fatigue, is another common symptom that can significantly impact daily life. Chest pain, often described as a dull ache, can also occur. Finally, look out for clubbed fingertips, where the ends of your fingers and toes become swollen. These symptoms collectively signal a need for urgent medical evaluation. When you visit your GP with concerns, they will start by asking about your symptoms. They will also listen to your lungs with a stethoscope. Lungs affected by asbestos often produce a distinctive crackling noise when you breathe in. A detailed work history is crucial for diagnosis. Your GP will inquire about any past jobs or environments where asbestos exposure might have occurred. This information helps connect your symptoms to potential causes. To further investigate, a chest X-ray will likely be arranged. This imaging can reveal initial signs of lung scarring or abnormalities. It serves as an important first step in the diagnostic process. If asbestosis is suspected, you'll be referred to a specialist in lung diseases. They will conduct more advanced tests to confirm any lung scarring. These tests provide a clearer picture of your lung health. A computerized tomography (CT) scan offers detailed images of your lungs. Lung function tests measure how well your lungs are working, assessing their capacity and efficiency. These help determine the extent of the damage. The specialist will also consider other possible causes of lung inflammation and scarring. Conditions like idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis or hypersensitivity pneumonitis have similar symptoms. A thorough diagnosis ensures you receive the correct treatment. Unfortunately, there is currently no cure for asbestosis once it has developed. The damage to the lungs caused by asbestos fibers is irreversible. The focus of treatment is on managing symptoms and slowing progression. In some cases, depending on the specific pattern of scarring, antifibrotic therapy may be considered. This treatment aims to reduce the progression of lung scarring. It can help preserve lung function for longer. Pulmonary rehabilitation is often recommended as a vital part of management. This program includes exercise, education, and support to help you breathe easier. It improves your quality of life and physical endurance. While there's no cure, many strategies can help you manage your symptoms effectively. These approaches focus on improving your breathing and overall well-being. Taking an active role in your care is empowering. If you have been diagnosed with asbestosis, certain lifestyle changes are critical. These steps can significantly improve your symptoms and overall health. They also help prevent further complications. If you smoke and have asbestosis, quitting is the single most important step. Smoking dramatically worsens breathlessness, making your condition much harder to manage. It also significantly increases your risk of developing lung cancer. Seek help from your GP for smoking cessation support. Services like Quit Your Way Scotland offer free advice and resources. Quitting smoking will have an immediate positive impact on your lung health. Your lungs become more vulnerable to infections when you have asbestosis. Protecting yourself against common respiratory illnesses is essential. Vaccinations play a crucial role in this prevention. It's strongly recommended to get the flu vaccine every year. This protects you from seasonal influenza, which can be severe for those with lung conditions. You should also receive the pneumococcal vaccine to guard against pneumonia. For individuals with severe asbestosis, the body may not receive enough oxygen. This can lead to extreme fatigue and further breathlessness. Oxygen therapy can provide much-needed relief. If your blood oxygen levels are consistently low, your doctor may recommend long-term oxygen therapy. This involves using supplemental oxygen to help you breathe more easily. It can significantly improve your quality of life. The best approach to asbestosis is prevention. Large amounts of asbestos are still present in many older buildings. If you live or work in such a structure, taking precautions is absolutely essential. Never attempt to remove materials you suspect contain asbestos yourself. This can release dangerous fibers into the air, putting you and others at risk. Asbestos removal requires specialized training and equipment. If you think your home might contain asbestos, contact an environmental health officer at your local council. They can provide expert advice and guidance on safe management or removal. Their intervention ensures safety. For those whose jobs involve potential asbestos exposure, comprehensive training is non-negotiable. You must be fully aware of how to identify asbestos and reduce your risk. Always follow strict safety protocols. Do not attempt to remove any asbestos you encounter, unless you are specifically trained and certified. Proper handling and disposal are critical to prevent fiber release. Your safety and the safety of others depend on it. Asbestosis is a serious condition, but awareness and prevention are powerful tools. If you have a history of asbestos exposure or are experiencing symptoms, don't wait. Speak to your GP immediately and get the answers you need. Protect yourself and your loved ones by understanding the risks of asbestos. Share this vital information with others who might benefit. Together, we can raise awareness and prevent future cases of this devastating lung disease.